Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and in this video I will be going over the new 4K Ultra HD pre-orders and announcements for September 1st, 2023. Now keep in mind, release dates and technical specs are subject to change. If there are any changes or additional retailer exclusives, I will update them in a future video. Also be sure to check out my prior 4K pre-order videos for titles you may be looking for and were not covered here. Direct Amazon links to the titles listed in this video when they are active can be found on the channel's community page. It looks like the domestic US release for Contempt on 4K is getting released by Lionsgate, and tentatively the release date is September 26. Now, with this release date and no pre-orders currently up, I have to wonder if this is actually going to get pushed back, so stay tuned to the channel if that becomes the case. There was a little drama about the upcoming release date for Barbie on 4K. Amazon posted an October 3rd date, but then quickly went to be announced. So who knows if this is actually coming out that first week of October. We don't even have the official US cover art yet, so I don't know. This whole thing's up in the air. It may get delayed a few weeks, but as of right now, it looks like October 3rd, but I would not be surprised if this changes. Sony is once again re-releasing their 4K editions as steelbooks with new Dolby Vision gratings, and the latest is going to be Godzilla 1998. That date is October 10th. Pre-orders are now currently live over at Amazon and other retailers. Also on October 10th, Walmart will be carrying an exclusive 4K Steelbook edition of Terrifier 2, and that will only be available at that retailer. It will support HDR, as does the current release, and DTS audio. I'm sure that Rachel Zegler will be very happy to hear that on October 10th, the animated classic film Snow White is getting a 4K release from Disney. The film was newly restored, and if you saw Cinderella on 4K, you'll know that this is going to be something special. It will support HDR for the grading and DTS audio. There will also be a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook edition of the film, only available at that retailer. We've had the release date for the 4K of Decision to Leave for a while now, but now the official cover art is out, and we still don't know any tech specs, so no word yet if HDR will be supported or this will just be a 4K resolution bump. But the release date, as a reminder, is October 24th, and pre-orders are live. While not official, word around the campfire is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 is slated for a October 31st release date. As a reminder, a slipcover edition and a non-exclusive steelbook will be made available. HDR, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos will be included. Now, I found this one to be a little bit odd. As an official release date for a movie that's not even in theaters yet, The Nun 2, according to Target, is coming out November 14th. This very well could just be a glitch or something like that. Yeah, I don't remember the last time this has actually happened, but let's take this news with a grain of salt. The date could very well change, and if it's just like the first Nun film on 4K, it will support HDR and Dolby Atmos audio. Hey look, our friend Black Hat on 4K from Arrow is once again making an appearance on a pre-order video. As you recall, it has had several release date changes. I believe all the way back in May it was initially announced. Well, it looks like November 28th is going to be the official from Arrow Video. Now, all joking aside, it looks like Arrow has located sources for the director's version of the film that will be included on the Blu-ray. So I think this date is going to be the final one, and you can pick it up, hopefully, at the end of November. I have to admit, I had my doubts that the recent announcement of Monster Squad meant that it was coming out this year. Well, it looks like, according to Kino Lorber's own website, November 28th, it will be available. They still don't have official artwork, but I suspect it'll be something like the poster art featured here. And as a reminder, HDR and Dolby Vision will be included, as well as DTS audio. Shout Factory announced that Weird, the Al Yankovic story, will be arriving on 4K December 12th. It will support HDR and Dolby Vision. Now, as far as audio goes, no word yet which one it'll support. I know the international release had a 5.1, but I've also read that an Atmos was created, so it very well could be included in the Shout Factory version. So when that becomes updated, I will put that here in a future video. Pre-orders have been popping up internationally for Gran Turismo on 4K. Well, the US released their artwork, and the upcoming 4K edition will be coming sometime, I would suspect probably in November. It will support HDR, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos audio. This was a surprising announcement that came from Kino Lorber this past week, as I would suspect sometime in 2024, 4K editions of Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS, and the sequels will be arriving individually in the near future. And as per usual for Kino Lorber releases, HDR, Dolby Vision, and DTS audio. While we don't have an official release date, we do have cover art for Walter Matthau starring in Charlie Varick on 4K, and I suspect since we now have the art, I would not be surprised if it released sometime either in November or December. Stay tuned to the channel for an updated release date. According to our friend Bill Hunt over at thedigitalbits.com, Oliver Stone is prepping 4K releases for the films JFK and Alexander to arrive possibly before the end of the year. No word yet on official tech specs or cover art, but once again, stay tuned to the channel for that updated information. Also possibly slated for the end of the year, The Color Purple from director Steven Spielberg is looking to make its 4K debut. Okay, Sony's looking to be really getting into the 4K re-release with Dolby Vision game in the coming months, as upcoming Steelbook editions for several films are slated for release. First up, Stand By Me is potentially coming before the end of the year, as is an upcoming re-release of The Guns of Navarone sometime in the near future. Black Hawk Down is also included to be getting a new Dolby Vision pass, and new to 4K from Sony, Rudy will be making its appearance on the format sometime in the near future. It will reportedly support HDR, Dolby Vision, and a new Dolby Atmos audio mix. And just in time for its 50th anniversary, Chinatown will be getting a 4K release from Paramount in 2024. And just a couple of international pre-orders and announcements to go over in this week's video. And as a reminder, most 4K discs are region-free. And it looks like Turbine over in Germany is going all in on the Black Phone game on 4K, as on October 5th, a Steelbook edition of the film will be made available. It will support HDR, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos audio. In addition, 3 media books are also going to be released exclusive to the Turbine website. These are currently up for pre-order, so head on over there to secure your copy. Just like here in the US, Decision to Leave is also going to be arriving in the UK market, and their release date will be one day earlier, October 23rd. Over in France on November 23rd, Suicide Club will be making its debut on 4K. Arriving sometime in late 2023, France will be also getting Incubus on 4K, and it will support HDR, Dolby Vision, and DTS audio. Arriving sometime either at the end of 2023 or in 2024, it looks like Sweden and other Nordic countries will be getting the 4K edition of director Brian De Palma's film Body Double. So those were this week's 4K pre-orders and announcements for September 1st, 2023. Don't forget, if you're interested in any of the titles I talked about in this video, head on over to the channel's community page and use the Amazon affiliate link. It really does help out the channel. Also, be sure to let me know what titles I talked about in this video you're planning to pick up for yourself. And finally, a special thank you to my Patreons for your continued support. It is very much appreciated. If you would like to support me through Patreon, I will leave a link in the description of this video. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.